Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on the Highlands fishing DLC. So we're currently in the process of harvesting the big wheat field. Well, I say big, it's a reasonable sized wheat field, it's not a massive field, but yeah, we're in the process of harvesting this one, so I'm going to get on with that for a start today. But what I am just thinking about is that the grain store that we've got can only hold two different crop types. It's already holding the barley, and we've also got the canola in there as well, which means it's basically full. We can't fit the wheat in there as well, so the only solution is either to, well, I suppose we could store the wheat in a trailer or in a container, not in the store, is one option. Or I could build a grain mill or other mill to process it into flour. Or the third option is to get some chickens and use the grain for the chickens. So I'm thinking that's probably the route I'm going to take. I think we'll get some chickens today and get that going. Yeah, there's plenty of space on that field, which was the cow field. I'm sure I could fit a chicken coop in there somewhere. I'm sure there's plenty of space for that. So yeah, I'll probably build it in there. I'm kind of in two minds about rebuilding the goat pen as well, make it a bit bigger, because yeah, I am limiting the amount of goats I can get with that. But the trouble is I've already sort of wasted money with that, because if you remember last time, well not last time, quite a few episodes ago now, when I built that, I kind of messed it up, or it messed up. A few of you gave me some good tips though with that, so that was very helpful of you, thank you. So I'll try again maybe at some point, maybe build it better, but I'm sure what I can do is certainly fit the chicken coop in around that, on that field there somewhere. So that is the plan today. That'll be done very soon actually, because the lorry down there is almost full. What I'm thinking, we've still got the blue trailer, so I can use the blue trailer now as a chicken feed trailer and park that permanently at the chickens, and I can fill it with barley. Or something, or I could use the wheat for a start, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so the wheat, one of the crops, only the barley or the wheat can be used for chickens, or both. It doesn't really matter which one, so yeah, that's the plan, to use it as chicken feed. Thinking about it, I am almost full, or this load will almost fill the lorry, so what I'll probably do actually, rather than doing a time-lapse straight away, I will actually build the chickens now, and get it done, and then we can get some chickens bought and they can start producing some eggs straight away rather than delaying it. And yeah, and then tip the wheat in the lorry into the chicken coop. That is probably a good idea. Let's just unload this now, since it's almost full. Well, 65% full. I wouldn't be able to get up and back again, so I might as well unload now. Just wondering actually, would I fit all the barley into the blue trailer? Maybe that's a good idea. I'm just trying to think out loud really about what I'm going to do, the best way of doing this, so that I don't. I'm worried about not having enough storage space in the grain store. I'm going to have more wheat than barley, so yeah, I think I'll use the barley as the chicken feed, and I'll put it into the blue trailer, which means I will need a tractor. I think, yes, this one here has just finished, or last episode it finished the cultivating of that field to get rid of the tram lines. This cultivator now is probably not going to be needed again. This is a leased cultivator, so I could probably return it. It's done that field now. I don't think there are any more that needs to be have tram lines removed out of them. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll return that then. I'll return the cultivator into vehicles. That, yeah, that one. Let's return that. There we go. And I will then go and pick up the blue trailer, get that filled up with the barley out of the grain store, and we will use that as chicken feed. The only question is, will it all fit into the blue trailer, or will I be left with some in the grain store, because that would be a bit annoying if I am. But well, once we can tip some into the chicken trough, that'll certainly be enough. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, we should be good. So I'll just get the blue trailer on and get that filled up with grain, and then we'll get the chicken coop built, and I can tip that straight into there and get the chickens fed and immediately producing eggs. So yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm kind of thinking out loud, but yeah, I've got a plan now. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, so we'll build the chicken coop here. Actually, I'll do that as I'm here. I'll do that right now. Construction, animals, chickens, and then let's go for a decent one. Let's go for the big one. We've got some money in the bank, so that's good. We can afford it. Don't want to block the goats in though there. Would it be better to build it? The problem is this land is not totally flat, is it? It's not the best. It's not completely flat, so I'll build it this end, down this end of the farm. I'm trying to build it so that not going to cost too much money, and also not going to mess up and deform the the ground too much. Where's the best place to do it? That's actually, it's probably better that way around. Looking at the price, that it's not going to deform quite as much there. Let's go with, no, see if I can get it a bit lower. That. Let's go with that. Do I want to customise the fence? I'll give this another go. Let's give this another go for fun and just see what happens. Oh dear, I don't like the look of that though. That is not looking too good. Right. Okay, so I'll come all the way out to here in a roughly straight line. And then across to that one. And then where I mess up is when I come back down again to that side. Is that about in line? It's very hard to tell. So yeah, it needs to come all the way to the end. Yeah, I'll do that, and then there we go. Okay, that worked, I think. The only problem is it didn't exactly, it doesn't look great. The land is a bit uneven, so I might have to do a bit of smoothing and levelling to improve that a bit. Oh, I didn't buy the chickens, did I? But never mind, because I'm just going to go and get the feed first of all. We'll use the barley from the store, so that's just up here. Ah, I have some silage in this trailer, I forgot about that. That's going to have to be tipped out in the silage pit area. Of course I don't have any cows anymore, so yeah, there's no need for the silage at the moment, so that's just going to have to be sold. There's obviously a sort of side full here of silage, which is finished fermenting, I think, so that needs to be sold at some point when I have the time, but not today, I don't think. Well, I might have time today, but probably not, so I will just tip it in front of there for now. Get that tipped, and then I will now finally go and fill up with the barley in the store, which will then free up the store for the wheat to go into. The wheat can go into the store, the barley can stay in the trailer, whatever doesn't fit into the chicken's trough, and then I'll be able to fit my barley in there. So that will be good. That should sort that problem out, at least for the time being. There is another issue though, of course. I'm going to have the sunflowers as well. And do I have some soybeans too? Yes, I do. Yeah, having only 2 crops available in this store is a bit of a pain. That is going to cause a little bit of an issue. But at least I'm sorting one problem out. So yeah, we want the barley. That's 33,000 litres. What is this trailer? I think it's slightly under that, but we'll see. It doesn't matter if it doesn't all fit in, because I can come back again once I've fed the chickens. Let's just see whether this is going to be over. Yeah. It's going to leave, yeah, about 1,000 or 2,000 litres left in there. Yeah, just over 1,000 litres left. But that's not a problem, because, yeah, when we get these chickens fed, I'll have room in the trailer to tip the rest, and then we can tip the wheat in the grain store. Right, okay. So yeah, as you can see, this is not perfect, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue, I don't think. I can smooth it out and make it look a lot better in a second once I've bought the chickens. So let's go with the bigger chickens so that they actually start laying eggs straight away. How many should I buy? Probably not 250 just at the start. What should we? I'll buy £10,000 worth, whatever that. It doesn't matter how many numbers that is. I'll just put £10,000 of chickens in there, or close enough. That'll do. 182 chickens. Let's buy those. There we go. Now we have some chickens to feed. And I will tip that in the feed trough, or in the silo it is. That car is going to be very annoying and get in my way. I know I'm in the road, but let's just let that go, and then reverse back into the silo to get that tipped. I can get it roughly in the right place. This will be better once I've levelled the ground a bit. I think I'll smooth the ground a bit, because I know this is not looking terribly good at the moment, but I'm sure I'll get it looking a bit better than this once I've done a bit of landscaping. Right, there we go. See how much they'll take. That's fine, that's plenty. So yeah, I'll just go and get the last little bit out the silo, get that grain store emptied, and then I can continue with my wheat harvest. There we go, that's the harvest finished, and you can see there what we've got in storage now. It doesn't actually look very full, but that is all the wheat that we're going to get this year, because I only did one field of wheat. Obviously the barley is now in the trailer going into the chickens' trough, and then there is our canola, which potentially will be turned into oil if I can get the oil mill built this year. Because my plan, I think, kind of was to replace the fish breeding tent over there. When that's emptied, it's still got some fish in it at the moment, but when that's emptied, it's not too long before it'll be empty, and then that'll be sold or deleted, demolished, and get a bit of money back for that, and then I will replace it with a oil mill, possibly, but we'll see. And then I'll buy the other young fish breeding tent, which is already on the map, this one here, and then also distribute that across to here. So that was the plan with that. But anyway, got that done now, so we can move on. I think, actually, looking at the time, it's 7:30 PM, getting a bit dark, so I'll probably rest, and then in the morning we will get the baler on and start baling the straw. There's not much point starting that now because it's getting a little bit dark, although what I will do is probably bring the tractor up here, the New Holland. It'll have to be that one that does the baling because it's the more powerful of the two. So yeah, I'll get that one over here and get it on the baler ready to go. Oh yeah, and the combine, yes, that's another thing I need to do actually before we move on, is I will bring the header trailer, which is just behind me, and take that to the combine so that we can drop the header off, because otherwise that will be in the way for the baling. So yeah, that can stay there for now, that trailer, or it'll be staying there permanently, but I'll probably need to keep a tractor nearby so I can keep filling that chicken trough up, silo up, so that we can make sure the chickens don't run out of food. That wouldn't be good. Anyway, yeah, so here's the header trailer. I'll just take that to the combine so that we can drop that off, and then that'll be moved to the next field very soon. I don't know whether it'll be August or not. I think it might be, actually. Potentially we might even have a field in August, but if not, it'll be probably September or October when we do the next harvest. We'll have to see when we've moved time forward. But yeah, first things first, just get this dropped off and then get the baler ready to go, ready for baling this field. I think that's the right way around, is it? Yes, it is. Good. So we'll get that header off. And then, yeah, the combine can stay in this field for now until we know where it's going next. I don't know whether there'll be one to harvest in August or not. We'll have to see. Let's just get the header dropped off. But yeah, I'm pleased with my purchase there of the chicken coop. I think that's a good idea to give another use for the grain rather than just selling the barley as barley, as grain. You know, we can actually put that into the chickens and get a bit more money back that way for the eggs rather than just selling the grain. Right, where's this going to go then? I'll spin around and put it behind the combine, I think, on the grass margin there, so that it's not in the way of the straw. Then the combine can tow this to the next field. I don't really like driving on the straw before I've baled it. It just squash it down a bit and deform it, but I need to spin round. That'll do. Just drop that off there. Right, okay. Let's just check the fields and see whether there will be one to harvest. Ah, the onions. Not the combine, it's not a job for the combine, but yes, the onion field is the next one that's going to be ready to harvest. These two are going to be quite a while yet. That won't be next month. That's the grass field, which also needs to be cut actually for the goat food. Need to get some grass cut in that, but yeah, the onions will be the next field to harvest. So that will be next month, but possibly not this episode. Depends how busy I am with other things. I might do that next episode because we've got the baling to do today, and then we'll clear all the bales away. Then I might start the helper off on drilling another field with another crop, one of the empty fields, and also maybe sell some more stuff. We've probably got some more stone products and wood products to sell, so we'll take to the windmill probably more likely because the windmill's taking quite a bit at the moment and we don't get paid for that, but we do progress the windmill's build status, which means that eventually when that is built we'll be able to mill our products there, turn them into flour, I assume. That's generally what a windmill does. We might not even, yeah, just thinking about it, the windmill might take the oil, which would mean building an oil mill might be a bit of a waste of money, potentially. So is it worth waiting for the windmill to be finished before I build one? I don't know. Let's just check the progress on that, although it will change hopefully overnight, but it looks like it takes flour. Is it just flour only? No, I don't think it is an oil one. No, it doesn't look like it. It's just flour. So no, that's good in a way. That is good because it means I can build the oil mill and it won't matter about this because this one will just do flour. I don't want to build a grain mill though because that would be a waste of money. But an oil mill would be good. Not actually much change at the moment. I will rest and just come back again in a second and see whether anything changes. Let's just do that now. Let's head back to the house. I'll quickly rest and we'll see in the next day whether anything has changed. Okay, it's now August, so just check the use sale before I do anything else. No, I don't think I want any of that. Right, and then quickly just back to the windmill before we get on with the baling, just to see if anything is different at all, which it isn't, is it? I don't think anything's changed at all. It's still on progress 1 out of 19, so yeah, it's quite slow it seems. I think we need more products, don't we? We need more castle stone over here and stuff, so I will get that done today. I'll get some more stuff brought over after we've done the baling. But yeah, first of all, let's get on the baler and we'll go and bale that wheat straw. Right, that's the baling completed then. So that field is obviously full of bales. They need to be moved very soon, but at the moment we need to get on with moving the other products that I said earlier need to move to the windmill. Okay, so we need to drop off the tipper body on the lorry and pick up the flatbed, and we'll take that up to the well, we'll get the products at the sawmill loaded first, then we'll take it up to the stonemasons and load up with the products there, and then get them delivered to the windmill. And if anything doesn't sell at the windmill, obviously, or not sell but deliver to the windmill, we can take the rest to the castle, because we are of course still building the castle as well, but I'm not sure whether it will need or whether it will have any, because it depends whether the windmill takes it all, which I think it probably will, but we'll see. But it looks like there's quite a few products here at the sawmill. In fact, I imagine the sawmill probably needs some more wood as well. There's an awful lot to do. And we still need to cut the grass as well for the goats and the sheep, but the positive thing about the goats is they do have the meadow grass to eat as well, so they're actually not that desperate at the moment. They can wait another day or two. Right, that's the beams, and now the long planks. Oh, a few more to do. There we go. Good, okay. So we've got a full load, nearly, of that. I will also actually, there's a few pallets of wool that need to be taken to the spinnery, and obviously as that's en route, it works out quite well that I can take them at the same time to reduce an additional trip. So I'll get the wool loaded as well, take that to the spinnery, then load up with the stone products, and then take it all to the windmill and see what, if anything, is left over, which I imagine will be not a lot, but if there is, it'll go to the castle. So yeah, I'll get this loaded up and we will continue. In fact, let's just see if it will load automatically. Yeah, it will do, I think. Let's just get the other two loaded rather than doing it manually. Or not, maybe. Okay, I'll load the last two manually then, and we'll get off to the spinnery. Well, obviously it doesn't take quite as much as I thought, at least it hasn't taken much of that. It seems that the castle stones are the most required thing at the windmill, so we need quite a few castle stones for here, but everything else I think is now, at least for the moment, not needed, so this is all going to go to the castle, which is actually good news, because it means I'm going to get more money for this. Actually get quite a bit of money for this, I would have thought, hopefully. I'm not quite sure why it went a bit all berserk and glitched out everywhere and all the pallets moved around. I think it was probably because they're a bit close together, maybe on the trailer, or maybe it was a bit too heavy, I'm not sure, but yeah, it didn't seem very happy there, did it? But they're still all on board, so that's the good thing, and I can get them, even though it looks messy, I can get them all up to the castle now. hopefully without any issues, and get them delivered there and get a bit more money in the bank. There we go. So yeah, that was pretty good. Over £105,000 there, plus the environmental score award for the products at the castle, which is also going on very well. It looks like it's changed quite a bit actually since we started the series. So that's positive. And yeah, I think we're probably done for today there. So done quite a bit today. Very pleased with the progress, and got some chickens, which is nice. Got a use for some of the grain rather than just selling it. So yeah, we're going to leave it there for today. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.